What's up, world? Semi Fitness here. Blessings to you all. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm back at you with another video. This one's about a course of action. And I bring this up because this is the time. This is the time. You always have the time to take a course of action. It'll set you free. Free like those ducks over there, like those big geese. Let them do what they gotta do because they know how to be in tune with nature. They know when it's time to do the business, you know? I'll film and hopefully they don't attack me or something like that. But a course of action is critical for you to handle. It's critical for you to take now because you're the only one that is gonna know what that looks like. And now let's talk about that right here, right now. Many of us think and want and believe that we need certain things in this life. What we need to do, I always use this term, is use some self-detective work. Have a sit down and truly define what it is that you really need. Now I'll use a classic example. Many people want to be rich. They want to be a millionaire. What does that look like for you? Do you even need it? I know some folks who just make $1,000 a month and that's all they need. It pays off their bills, it pays off their debt. If they had any debt, it pays off everything. And they can live merrily, go round and round. Point being is that you have to define what it is that you want and how does that look like for you. And you actually don't need the money to do that. You need to visualize up here, okay? Because at the end of the day, even if you were, let's say, a gold medalist, the gold medalist didn't make the man made the gold medalist. You understand that? The character behind the work, behind the fame, behind the notoriety is what makes it that much more potent. So that's number one. You need to sit down with yourself and actually define what it is that you want. And then you can take a course of action upon that. The second thing is this book here, Think and Grow Rich. Now, it's not this book specifically, but empower yourself. You know, enrich your mind. I always say that education is different than school. And whether you can empower yourself with the usage of taking action, by listening to a mentor, listening through books, audible books, exposure, life, whatever the case may be. I have a great tip for you guys what you can do right now. Let's say you want to be living in such beautiful areas and, you know, this is something that you feel like it's your destiny to not be of poverty. You feel like it's your destiny to have more than what you already have. Number one, success is everyone's responsibility and your obligation. Number two, you have to, I'm actually going to read something real quick. You have to have faith. Hope you guys can see that. Yeah? Faith. There are no limitations to the mind except those we acknowledge. Both poverty and riches are the offspring of thought. Now this book here can tell you how to develop faith, etc., etc. The advice I'm giving you is actually not from this book at all, but this book is actually pretty powerful and it's the one that I've been reading as of late. So you need to figure that out. The tip that I was going to say also is to live it, right? Exposure is critical. Exposure is by far the greatest teacher ever. What do I mean by that? Let's say for myself, for example, I love to be exposed to the vast nature, yes? I love this kind of stuff because this is like my limelight. This is where I am. This is where I flourish the most. I just like it so much and it's just great to be around, breathing in that good ass prana. That's infinite waters right there. But the point being is, let's say I was talking about somebody wanting to become a millionaire. You got to know what a millionaire household looks like. Go visit some real estate. Go talk to a real estate. Go speak to a broker. You never know the exposure that you're going to get. And when you can see it in your mind, right, you can hold it in your hand. So that's very critical for you to do. And the course of action is what it takes to start all of that. The power is always in you, and you must understand this. You are the one that's going to ultimately fix yourself. Of course, people can help you, but that's not always for longevity. That is never for the long haul. The course of action is so important. And I want to also add a little bit more towards what a course of action means for an individual. A course of action means for an individual, whatever state of being that you are in right now, you have to sit down, really dive deep within yourself, have that mental focus, have that mental clarity, and work on it. Work on yourself. We're always working for somebody else We don't work for ourselves. Okay? Now to give that a little bit of a pause, because I wanted to read another part of this passage. Organized planning. Get organized in your life. If you saw my video about hard work is only 25% of the game, you'll understand that organization plays perhaps an even greater role. Napoleon Hill here writes, the crystallization of desire into action. I like that. Organized planning. And then actually the chapter before that one is, let me see, I got it right here. When you're holding a camera and you're holding a book, right? You gotta be so resourceful. Specialized knowledge. This is the fourth step towards riches, in which your personal experiences and your observation will make you a grand fortune. I hope that some of these things help. I was a little bit vague with certain answers, with certain descriptions, but at the end of the day, take action. Do it now. Whatever that means for you, whatever baby step you gotta take. Start with the brick by brick approach. Little by little by little by little, and you have a beautiful foundation. Blessings to you all. Peace.